Hi, Norman Notes here again. Today we're going to be putting a side awning on my daughter's car. It's one of the King's awnings, and she's got the big one. I think it's 2.5 meters by 2 meters, 2 meters long car and 2.5 meters out, and then we can get going. So we're going to be measuring up because we've got a series of brackets to go on the crossbar, some plates for underneath, and some bolts to go through the crossbars, and then some small bolts, as you can see, those type bolts to go through and hold it onto the end bracket. So we'll just explain what we're going to do. And all of these are the Nylox nuts. So I think that's 8mm. So I'll just go and measure, because I'm going to get some spanners and some bits and bobs, hammer, centre punch, 8mm drill, pair of scissors, because you've got to cut all the plastic and stuff that's actually underneath, so that everything's sitting flush on top. But looks relatively easy. So obviously we've read the instructions of what to do and how to do it. There is a picture of what we're going to do. Different kind of cross members that we've got, but it's same principle. We'll drill through, bottom bracket on, and bolt them down nice and tidy. So we'll go and do some measuring and we'll get back to you. So I've just got the tools that I need for this. Obviously we're going to need a drill to drill the cross member, hammer, centre punch for marking, 8mm drill, which is obviously the thickness of the bolt. These nuts and the bolt is 13mm, so I've got a 13mm socket for that, and I've got a 30mm right angle, because obviously I'm going underneath the bracket, or you probably just get away with the spanner, and obviously my brackets and the plate washers. I've got a measuring stick and I've got a pencil Sharpie, and I've got a pair of scissors to cut any of the rubber that is not required. I'm maybe just going to cut out where the bolts are going through, so that the brackets are actually physically sitting on top of the rubber. You know, that's maybe what I'm going to do, but we'll see how we go when we get there. Okay, we'll get back to you when we drill the hole. So that's the brackets on. That's what it looks like, and we've put this little end cap on because we decided to have it just sitting out ever so slightly, because I wanted to catch this other screw, this other bolt, which is not bolted to the bottom bracket. These two are right through the bracket. That is just through, and then put a spanner in and just did it up. We didn't have to, but it came with 3 of these and 3 plates, obviously if somebody's got a middle bar. But that's the way that we did it, and I put on all the rubber under here, put the rubber right up to there, squashed it all against. You know, aluminium is quite easy to drill. Pre-drilled it with a smaller drill and then popped it through with the 8mm, and Nylox nuts, like I said before, did them up nice and easy. So it's a bit warm, so we're going to get a drink, put the kettle on, have a coffee, and then we'll come back and then we will put this on. I'm just hoping that is not, because it's sticking out, that it doesn't hamper the edge of there, because I think it sits kind of here. Anyway, we'll see how it goes, but it's going to look good and it's going to sit just about there. Beautiful. We'll get back here. So that's the King's awning fitted to the car. Well, that was quite easy, to be fair. The whole job was very, very easy to fit. You could have hung these brackets down the way, I suppose, and had it like here. I think at this height, because you can stand up under it, it'll be fine. Needs a bit of a clean. I think after we have a coffee, we're going to just going to put the awning out and see how it all kind of looks, because we've got plenty of room here on the drive. But yeah, that was quite easy. The only thing, I think, if we wanted to move it, because we did some measuring and seeing where exactly it had to be, you would have to move those screws, those bolts, to approximately exactly where you want it, because even although you wanted to move it, I think it locks, the bolts lock against the mechanism in here, and it stops you from moving it, because you're trying to move 4 bolts rather than just kind of moving 2. You'd have to do 2 and 2. So I've marked the top, so if she wants to move it, say, more to the front, she can. I think it's probably pretty good where it is, to be fair. There's a lot of people have them, but I think that's going to be great. But I'll show you once we've got it up, when my daughter puts it up, and how it looks. Okay. But this is the 2.5 one. Okay. Bye. So that is the King's awning actually erected. So as you can see, that's 2.5 meters along the length out from the car, and 2 meters to the car. So that is, I mean, obviously we've got it so that we're in the sun. Obviously that's not what it would be for. You know, it's to shade the sun or the rain, actually. But that looks absolutely fantastic. Very easy to put out, and my daughter's away to put it back in. So it goes, the one rail goes in here, and the top rail goes in there, and then all zips up in the bag, as you see. Beautiful. That's the awning.